Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis are friends again. They were together in Las Vegas. Mayweather was Gervonta's promoter. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis meet in Las Vegas at the David Benavidez vs. Kelly planned fight, and apparently made peace after they parted ways as promoter and boxer. Mayweather and Davis meet at the MGM Grand Garden Arena and greeted each other like old friends, exchanged words, and even sat side by side to watch some of the fights on the card. After the meeting, Gervonta gave a few words to the press and talked about what it was like to see his mentor again. Much love to Mayweather Promotions, Leonard, Ellerbe, and Floyd Mayweather. To all of them, I'll definitely appreciate them. I just do things on my own now. I'm not saying we won't work in the future, but right now I have other plans, he told the press. Why did Mayweather Jr. and Davis fight? Floyd Mayweather Jr. had Gervonta Davis since the beginning of his career. Under money tank, he became world champion, but there were things he didn't like and he decided to change promoters. Before his fight against Garcia on January 7th of this year, Davis announced that he would not continue in the ranks of Mayweather Promotions. Tank claimed that Floyd's shadow was over him and that he wanted to go his own way. Mayweather Jr. took things in stride and said it was normal for Davis to want to find his own way. You meet a kid and he comes up to you for an autograph. I signed the autograph for him and then I tell him, in a few years when you get older, I'm going to work with you and make you world champion someday. Years later, I started working with him, helped him, and pushed him to be great, said Floyd to the press. And if he feels like he's growing wings where he can fly and become his own boss, more power to him, because I didn't get into the sport of boxing after I retired to not want to see fighters grow. If he feels that he can surpass Floyd Mayweather or be the next Floyd Mayweather, I'm here to push you, go for it, Mayweather Jr. said. Kelvin Ford doesn't believe Gervonta Davis is anywhere near his peak, having laced up his gloves on a professional level for over a decade now. Gervonta Davis in the sport of boxing, in addition to selling out arenas and forcing fans to plunk down their hard-earned cash to purchase his pay-per-views, Davis has entertained his supporters with violent knockouts. On April 22nd, at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, Davis will attempt to rapidly continue his trend against Garcia. Prior to inking his name on the dotted line, Davis added yet another knockout victory to his ledger, doing so at the expense of Garcia. Kelvin Ford, Davis' trainer from the very beginning, has helped mold him into the fighter he is today. And while their renowned trainer is convinced that his charge is one of the best pound-for-pound pugilists in the game today, he believes that Davis is only scratching the surface of his unlimited potential. Nowhere close yet, said Ford. Presumably, considering what stands before him, Davis will need to be at the top of his game come April 22nd. For whatever reason, the 28-year-old has protruded toward the top of Garcia's hit list for a number of years now. After sitting at the negotiating table and hammering out a deal, the 24-year-old will be given his wish. While he was all smiles once their showdown became official, Garcia revealed that in order to get their bout over the finish line, he needed to make certain concessions, amongst them a 136-pound catchweight, along with a next-day registration clause of 10 pounds. Team Davis, nonetheless, is paying little attention to the complaints being made by Garcia, with the Baltimore native pegged as a sizable favorite Ford is hard at work as he puts Davis through yet another arduous training camp, as Davis stomps away at the heavy back and works on his hand-eye coordination on the speed back. Ford marvels at the fighter Davis has ultimately become, although the pernicious KR artist appears to be nearing his prime. Ford refuses to acknowledge that Davis is a finished product, while he does have some say in how high Davis can eventually reach. Ford concludes that only Davis and his persistent work ethic will determine how far he takes his career. His ceiling is where he wants it to be, Ford said. Gervonta Davis and Mayweather come face-to-face after fallout rumors. Floyd Mayweather and his protege, Gervonta Davis, meet up this weekend in Las Vegas. Amidst clear tensions in their relationship, both men, one a boxing legend and the other someone trying to reach that status, were in town for David Benavidez' victory over Cali planned. Despite being a long-term Mayweather Promotions fighter, Tank was infamous for tweeting and deleting negative comments about Mayweather, and the so Leonard Ellerbe. In December of last year, the fighter from Baltimore said that he was definitely out of contract for sure, although was eager to point out that there was no bad blood. He went on to sign a fight with Garcia said for April 22nd. It will be by far the biggest event of his career, and perhaps of boxing's calendar year. Although supposedly a free agent promotionally, Davis was flanked at the recent press conference for the fight by Ellerbe, who spoke on the fight at length. If that spoke to a good relationship, the fighters laid us on a line back and forth with Garcia, Muddy the Waters' father. In a tweet to his opponent, now deleted, he said, "Floyd's pity ass said I couldn't use his gym anymore." A video from backstage at the Benavidez plant event shows the two coming face-to-face for the first time since the above has unfolded. Although the camera is quickly covered, it appears that the pair were willing to talk to settle the bad blood. His explosiveness inside the ring, unfortunately, isn't the only thing to have hit the headlines over the years, as recently alluded to by Mike Tyson. Fans will hope that any issues with Mayweather won't affect his continued rise in the sport. What is clear is that Davis is still represented by Al Haymon's PBC, and his April 22nd fight will be broadcast on Showtime pay-per-view for that reason. Garcia is represented by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy, its broadcast partner DAZN also showing the fight via its box office surveys. Thanks for watching guys, if you like this video please subscribe to my YouTube channel.